You pay the bill, thank the seller, and continue with your day. Then, the next morning, you wake up to a horrifying headline. Police have arrested the owner of that very stall for murder. Within hours, another rumour begins spreading across Jakarta. People whisper that the meat inside the soto wasn't chicken. Customers stop eating. Neighbours refuse to walk past the stall. Some swear they'd eaten there just days before. Others become convinced they had unknowingly consumed human flesh. Whether that rumour was true or not, one thing is certain. The murder behind it was very real. Tonight, we're travelling to Jakarta to talk about one of Indonesia's most infamous true crime cases. The story of a popular Soto seller, whose name would become synonymous with one of the country's darkest urban legends. Welcome to the podcast, You Can't Unhear. His real name was Benget Situmorang, but almost everyone knew him as Impus. He was born on March 7th, 1977, in Ambarita village on Samosir Island, North Sumatra. As the oldest of 4 children, he eventually left home to build a better life in Jakarta, just like countless young Indonesians hoping for new opportunities. His first job was driving a metro minibus on the Block M to Kemanggisan route. It was there that he met a woman named Rohini. The relationship moved quickly. The two married in November 2000 and later had 2 children. From the outside, they looked like an ordinary family trying to make ends meet. Behind closed doors, however, the marriage was already beginning to fall apart. According to court records and witness testimony, Impus became increasingly violent. He frequently stayed away from home. When Rohini asked for money to buy food or support the children, arguments often followed. Those arguments allegedly turned into physical abuse. In 2009, Rohini reported him to police, but later withdrew the complaint after the couple reconciled. Unfortunately, the violence returned. Eventually, she filed for divorce in 2011. The marriage was over, but Impus's pattern of behaviour wasn't. After separating from Rohini, he began living with another woman named Dana Sri Astuti, better known as Tuti. Around the same time, he changed careers. Instead of driving a bus, he opened a Lamongan Soto stall near Kampung Rambutan Terminal. Business was surprisingly good. Customers came every day. The stall developed a loyal following. Friends who had known him as a struggling bus driver couldn't believe how quickly his fortunes had changed. Naturally, rumours began. Some claimed he had used mystical rituals to attract customers. Others said they had seen incense burning around the stall late at night. In reality, investigators later discovered another source of income. Authorities believed the business also served as a front for illegal alcohol sales, something that helped generate additional profit despite repeated complaints from local residents. Money started flowing, and with it, Impus's lifestyle became increasingly reckless. He began another relationship, this time with a woman known as Tini. Rather than ending his relationship with Tuti, he brought Tini into the same household. The result was constant conflict. Arguments became routine. Jealousy filled the house. And according to prosecutors, violence once again became Impus's way of asserting control. Everything reached a breaking point during the early hours of March 3rd, 2013. An argument erupted inside the house. Impus accused Tuti of being unfaithful. According to Tuti's statements before her death, those accusations had no basis. but the argument quickly escalated. By morning, Tutti was dead. Instead of calling police, instead of calling an ambulance, Impus made another decision. According to investigators, he asked Tini to purchase large black plastic bags. Then he retrieved the same knives he normally used to prepare meat for his food business. For hours, the two attempted to dismantle the evidence. Later that day, they rented a public minibus, claiming they needed transportation for business supplies. Prosecutors said they drove along the Cikampek toll road, stopping multiple times to discard black plastic bags containing human remains at different locations. They believed the evidence would disappear forever, but they overlooked one critical detail. People were watching. Several road workers noticed the unusual behaviour. A taxi driver also remembered seeing someone throwing large plastic bags from a vehicle. At the time, none of them understood what they had witnessed. The following day, patrol officers discovered the first suspicious bags along the roadside. When they opened them, they immediately realised they were looking at human remains. The area was sealed. A major investigation began. As news spread across television and newspapers, the witnesses who had seen the vehicle contacted police. Their statements led investigators directly back to Impus. When officers searched his home, they recovered knives and other items believed to have been used during the crime. Both Impus and Tini were arrested. Then came the rumour that would eclipse the murder itself. Police announced that some parts of the victim's body had not yet been located. Almost immediately, speculation exploded. Because Impus owned a Soto stall, people began asking the same horrifying question. Had those missing body parts been used as ingredients? The story spread across Jakarta almost overnight. Customers who had eaten there panicked. People shared warnings with family members. Some media outlets repeated the rumour. Others urged caution. Investigators acknowledged recovering some body parts from a freezer inside the house, but they never publicly confirmed that human flesh had been served to customers. Even so, the rumour refused to die. In many ways, it became larger than the case itself. For years afterward, people would remember this crime not simply as a murder, but as the case of the Soto seller accused of serving human meat. Psychological evaluations later found that neither Impus nor Tini suffered from a mental illness that would prevent them from understanding their actions. The case proceeded to court. Tini was eventually convicted for assisting after the killing and sentenced to prison. Impus, however, never lived to hear his own verdict. Before his trial concluded, he developed serious health complications linked to tuberculosis and a lung infection. On September 30th, 2013, he died in hospital. His death ended the legal proceedings against him forever. More than a decade has passed, yet people in Indonesia still remember this case. Not only because of the murder, but because of the question that followed it. Did anyone unknowingly eat human flesh? Police never confirmed that claim. No court ever established it as fact. Yet the rumour became inseparable from the story. But this case reminded people that sometimes the darkest secrets aren't hidden inside abandoned buildings or isolated forests. Sometimes they're hidden behind an ordinary food stall, where customers line up every single day. And perhaps that's why this story continues to haunt Indonesia. Because every person who once ate at that stall has probably wondered, at least once, what exactly was in my bowl? Thanks for listening, guys. As always, stay curious, stay safe. And I'll see you on the next episode of the podcast, You Can't Unhear.